I'm Joanne Ivy. I'm the owner of Cranberry Beads and the creator of the Cranberry Bead Weaving Club. I love bead weaving and I love learning and I love sharing my knowledge. I've won 5 beading competitions over the years and I love using competitions to stretch myself and to create something new. And that is always a super way to learn. In the first 2 videos of this set, I've shared with you my tips on tension. We looked at holding tension correctly for some netting technique and then some tubular herringbone technique. Both are very different techniques and the way to hold the tension on them varies a little bit. So it's really worth looking at those videos and getting an overview of how to hold the tension best. In the Cranberry Bead Weaving Club, our members are learning all the time. The more they bead, the more they learn. You must be beading regularly to improve your beading. They don't just learn from me though, they learn from each other. There's a very supportive group there and they're all willing to help share their hints and tips and the ideas that they come up with. It's a fantastic community to be a part of. I'm going to show you a couple of pieces of beadwork on my bead mat and show you some different techniques and why it might be more important for some techniques to hold a better tension than others. So let's take a look at that now. This piece here is a piece that I designed and taught as a workshop, and it's got a few different techniques in it. Firstly, this is a spiral rope made with slightly larger beads than you might sometimes use in a spiral rope. And the tension on this is not critical. You obviously can bead too loose and it would be very floppy, but this is a nice supple rope anyway. So try to keep a good tension if you're doing a spiral rope, but not super critical to get it too tight. The components around the edge here are peyote, and so is this outer bezel and inner bezel. Now whenever you are doing a bezel, you're capturing a stone, or in this case a gemstone donut, you do need a firm tension because if it's too tight, the stone will not be captured. You see there's nothing else holding it around the outside of this except the beads themselves, so you can imagine if it's too loose, it will not hold it in place. So those are just some different techniques in one piece and why the tension is important. Another piece that I'd like to show you, this is also peyote. You could call it flat Cellini, but you can see that it's wavy and it uses different size beads, and the wave is created by using different size beads. Now if you do not pull this tight with good tension, it will not create that fantastic rippled look. Okay, so this is one instance where tension is very critical. So if you do want to try something like this, definitely watch your tension and make sure that you are pulling tight and holding that tension between each bead that you add. Okay, so there's just a couple of different examples there of when tension is more critical and less critical. I encourage you to keep learning however you can. Of course, I would love you to join the Cranberry Bead Weaving Club. You'd be very welcome there. We are opening the doors to this very soon, so stand by. Before we wrap up this video series, I'd like to tell you a story about one of our members in the Bead Weaving Club. This lady has been beading for a couple of years and beads regularly and is making great progress. She saw a workshop advertise that said it was advanced and that you needed to be able to hold a good tension. Well, this lady was not quite sure whether she was up to that. So I looked at the design and then pointed her at some modules within the Bead Weaving Club that she could review and practice that would give her a bit of a head start on being able to successfully complete this workshop. So she did book into the workshop and she successfully made the piece in the workshop. Now she still might be working on her tension, but she managed to complete this, and that's just one of the things that I really hope for members of the Bead Weaving Club, that it gives them more confidence and it lets them believe in themselves and that they can book into this advanced workshop that they may have been too scared to try and attempt in the past. So if you'd like to belong to our Bead Weaving Club, stand by for more details very soon.